Give me the next article with our brother, Colin. Our brother, Colin. Now, I do give a hard time to people with mixed parentage because they often seem very confused. But him, he's not confused. I see he's very pro-black. He knows who he is. It annoys me when I get emails like, my mom is white, my dad is black. What am I? I'm confused. I can't stand that. And then half of them be black as the ace of spades. Their hair is nappy as hell, and they're confused. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Right.
I can't
99% of me is black, and they say 1% is white, so I'm white.
Yeah, exactly. It just irks me. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all in here are mixed parented, so just bear with me. I'm old. I'm sorry. Now, let's look at this up here. I'm going to get an email from my sister. Watch. Let's read it. Officer Liam, can you read this for me?
Kaepernick situation proves America still seeks to punish black protesters.
Kaepernick situation proves America still seeks to punish black protesters. Wow. Let's play the video. Let's see if that plays.
You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. And you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
They were suspended from the team. Called unpatriotic. Blackball.
So Colin Kaepernick remains unsigned for the 2017 NFL season.
Red.
What does that tell us? Well,
His face
some would
matches
say
shirt.
it's because of his performance last year and that he was to blame for the train wreck that was the 49ers. Others have used my new favorite excuse, hands down, taken right out of the "it's not you, it's me" handbook of mind-numbingly stupid excuses, and suggested that no NFL team wants him because he's vegan. Right, because being vegan slowed down the greatest quarterback of all time, right? Oh, but remember, he's white and didn't protest for black lives, so that diet was good for him because, yeah. But when you look past these asinine reasons and consider how the NFL is willing to look the other way when players commit domestic abuse.
The Dallas Cowboys signing defensive lineman Greg Hardy to a deal worth up to $13 million.
Brown allegedly admitting several times that he physically, verbally, and emotionally abused his wife.
You realize the unfortunate but brutal reality that while time has passed and progress has been made, American society still can't handle a prominent black person questioning whether this country lives up to its purported ideals of freedom, equality, and justice for all. Oh, here we go with this white privilege crap. The man disrespected the flag that represents this nation and the freedom of a white man to sexually harass women and get rewarded with $11 million bonuses, and even the presidency. God bless America. But historically, black athletes in the US have always been punished for speaking out against injustice. When Muhammad Ali, at the height of his career, said he was a conscientious objector and refused to be drafted into the Vietnam War, he was arrested. His title was immediately stripped and his boxing license was revoked. When NBA player Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf refused to stand during the national anthem on religious grounds, he was shuffled out of the league, losing out on millions and enduring death threats. His home was burned to the ground. After Tommy Smith and John Carlos raised the Black Power salute on the podium in 1968, they were expelled from the games. Ironically though, these athletes are now celebrated as trailblazers and held in the highest regard. At times though, even by the same people who today are vilifying Kaepernick. Yeah. Why? Because their protest is in the past. When it was someone else's.
They didn't get that. Y'all didn't get that. They're applauding the brothers, but at the same time they're vilifying Kaepernick, which did the same thing that these brothers did here.
Right.
So it's all BS. That's what they
Them applauding these brothers. This was years after they were expelled. Right. One guy had his home burned down. Now they're all let's give him an award for what he did.
We're going to rebuild all of that with just applause.
Exactly.
All of what he lost.
I would have never went and taken an award. They expelled them from their livelihood. Now they old and say, I'm going to give you an award. Come to the show, nigga. Okay. Play on.
Even by the same people who today are vilifying Kaepernick. Why? Because their protest is in the past, when it was someone else's problem and no longer represents a threat to the status quo. You know what I mean? Back when protest was really needed, when times were tougher, when black people were really mistreated, not just disproportionately targeted and all too often killed by law enforcement, but those athletes back then were treated with the same disdain and disrespect at the time of their protest. Now, I'm sure 20 years from now, the situation will be the same, and Kaepernick will be widely hailed as a national hero. But for now, he must be punished. Just as Tommy Smith and John Carlos were punished. Just as Muhammad Ali was punished. I mean, come on, open your eyes, people. The NFL doesn't have a rule like the NBA's H2, player team conduct dress, that demands players, coaches and trainers are to stand and line up in a dignified posture along the sidelines or on the foul line during the playing of the national anthem. So how do they punish a man many owners deem a traitor? With a stiff arm in free agency. But here's the thing. Punishing Kaepernick has much larger implications, similar to those imposed by the Olympic Committee and the Boxing Federation back in the 60s. It is to send a message to others who dare to step out of line. And that alone is a reminder of the ugliness that continues to pervade American society. But you know what's truly remarkable in all this? Is that there is no doubt in my mind that Colin Kaepernick knew exactly what he was getting into, but he did it anyway. He knew all too well the disdain directed at previous African-American athletes who spoke out against injustice. I mean, look at what he's been doing all off-season. Does that look like the actions of a man desperate for the phone to ring? He's not spending his free agency wondering why all the teams in need of a QB haven't dialed him up. You know why? Because he's busy providing solutions to real-world problems, doing work the government has failed to do. Meals on Wheels, Somalia, Chicago, Standing Rock, community efforts, donations, speaking, teaching. Yet the NFL turns its back on him because, as I have said before, to them, the only crime worse than taking a life is protesting when a black life is taken. So yeah, I will continue to talk about this. I will continue to express my disgust at the treatment of a man whose efforts have been monumental. And until I am proved otherwise, I will continue to expose the reality that many refuse to face, that it is still unacceptable for a black person in the United States of America to question a predominantly white.
So now y'all in love with the white man, right? Because he's telling the truth. Y'all in love with him now. But where's the black stars? Why there's no black star out there saying what this Edomite is saying? What the hell is this? Give me the next article. It's on, put it up. Right there. There we go. The Star-Spangled Banner. Whoever stands up and salutes this, y'all need to be smacked the hell up and stomped. Oh, say, can you see? Let's go down. Let's go down to the part that they purposely don't want Negroes to read or know. Here it goes. And where is that band who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps' pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave. Let me read that part again. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. Because they was killing us. That's what we were fighting for our freedom. They was putting us to death.
They couldn't put that part in. They couldn't have you Negroes singing it, but some of us would have sung that and wouldn't have caught on to that.
Exactly. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. I'm sorry. So for you to have your children to stand and salute this and recite this, you are insane. You are mentally, give me some words, some nice words. You are crazy. Give me that, Deuteronomy 28. You know what I want. Well, God said, I will smite you with madness. Our people are crazy.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
That's it right there. That's our people. We are stricken with madness. Because when you tell a Negro that, so, that's the response.
Yeah, our people are really crazy. I was just thinking about, you got the brother Colin Kaepernick that would not patronize that madness that we just saw. That's the song that they sing, ain't it? In the NFL?
Yeah,
this thing here. That's that thing there. He said, I can't do it. Even the quote-unquote good parts is not a reality for us. He didn't even deal with the stanza that we just read. I'm sure he probably know about it. But just the mere fact of what they tried to say about whatever good tenets is in it. They said that your country don't even really stand for us. Our people getting shot or killed all over the country. Where's the justice? He said, and I'm supposed to represent that? So he took a stand to say, I'm not going to honor that thing.
He took a knee.
A knee, right, yeah. Took a knee, yeah. He took a knee, exactly. And the brother is being shut out of his livelihood, basically. That's what they did. The thing that I can't get over with is the so-called black NFL fans all in the stands and all that. I was just about to say that. I can't get, I don't understand.
Some of them are sitting in here.
They're sick-ass people. They sit up there that's going to patronize the NFL while your brother that tried to stand up for you or kneel for you is being shunted by the same organization, and we constantly still patronize it. I wouldn't have bought nothing.
Exactly.
I would, all the black people, just say black alone. Just go there. Get all the tribes. Get them all. They all should boycott the whole damn thing. Don't buy nothing.
Some of them are sitting here. Monday night football.
Exactly.
Remember those brothers ran up out of here talking about Monday Night Football.
Yep, I remember that. That damn thing was horrible.
You Negroes online, you know who you are. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, we right there. I don't know too much about the women that be into that, but maybe some of them are. But you should be ashamed of yourself. Give me Isaiah 59.
That thing really makes me mad when I think about it. How hard is it for you to keep your money in your pocket? The hell with the damn NFL. All of you should empty the damn stands. Let the Edomites go and watch themselves play.
Exactly. It'll be a dull, boring sport.
None of us should be a part of none of that at all.
Watching white folks play football is like watching golf. It's boring. No excitement whatsoever. Read that for me. Isaiah 59 and 14 and 15.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 14. And judgment is turned away backward.
This is our reality today. Go ahead.
And justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter.
So the white man can say what he can, like, I don't know that little Edomite man's name, but black people are afraid to say what that Edomite just said. And I'm talking about wealthy black people who don't need the white man, who don't need to shuck and jive for a quarter. They are terrified. Yes, Jonah. Post it up.
Bill Cosby, he was wealthy elder, and you see what they did to him. They bring up everything from his past, and they said he lose over 500 million. They could take everything away from you. And that's why a lot of brothers and sisters scared. That's why they're not going to do what Colin did, because they're scared they lose everything. But when you look at that, you got brothers and sisters out there that's big ball players and so forth. And they rich and wealthy, and they scared to make that move. Much less you brothers inside here that a lot of you all run and be taking part and supporting this crap right here. After even what you all see they did to this brother. A lot of you all still going and support the NFL. You understand? A lot of you all still go and support the NBA. But when you go and you look back into history, remember, there was a football league just for Negroes. Y'all wasn't included in the white men in the NFL. You know, the baseball, there was a baseball league just for you so-called Negroes. Y'all was not included. It's afterwards they include you in probably the 60s or 70s. They say, y'all Negroes, you're very gifted. Y'all come play for us. But,
Right. But you know what's amazing about, because I know certain people, listen to what I'm about to say. I know certain people are afraid to take certain stances in support of what the brother's doing, right? Because they say, well, my boss going to get on me for this. My such and such going to happen. I might lose this. I might do that. But what kind of persecution is going to come against you for simply keeping your black ass home? What kind of persecution? They can't make me go to and watch this mess. They can't make me go to the stands. All of us should unanimously say, hell no, we ain't going to none of it. What can they do to you?
Nothing.
That's an easy thing for us to do. Read the scripture, man. The Deuteronomy thing. Thing that the bishop wanted. Because this is what's wrong with us. Deuteronomy 28:28. This is what's wrong with our people. Bishop, I'm sorry. I just got to hit it in there. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
The way our people operate is proof that we're the Israelites. Proof that what the Bible is saying is real. I can't think of nothing as more asinine than a people that's sitting there watching their own brother get destroyed by the NFL, and you don't even have enough sense to just say, you know what? I'm just not going to the NFL. I'm not going to support no part of it at all. They can't put you in jail for that. They can't speak and fire you off of your jobs for that. You mean to tell me we can't do something as simple as that that will send a message throughout the planet Earth? We can't even do that.
Exactly. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 14. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter.
Truth cannot enter. Read.
Yea, truth faileth.
Yeah, the truth in this society faileth. Go ahead.
And he that departed from evil,
if you depart from evil, you take a stand against injustice,
maketh himself a prey.
That's what happened with this brother. That's what happened with Muhammad Ali. That's what happened with the brothers during the Olympics. This is what happens to our people. You make yourself a prey for the nations, a prey to Esau, P-R-E-Y, okay, meaning a target if you stand for truth, if you stand for justice.
And we sat back and let the brother get devoured.
Exactly. Exactly. Read on.
And the Lord saw it, and it displeased them that there was no judgment.
You see that? So, from there. So, as we're seeing, like you said, they can't keep us from not going to the NFL games, right? They can't do nothing to us for not cutting on Monday Night Football.
Exactly.
Don't watch it. Don't look at it. Don't support it. Give me that Maccabees. Now, I just got to touch on this real quick. Exactly. Give me that 2 Maccabees 4:13.
2 Maccabees 4 verse 13.
And we can't bring this out enough because y'all know a lot of our people, you got brothers from Cuba swimming to come over here to play in the freaking base. I want to play baseball. Baseball. All I can say is baseball. Shut the hell up. Mm-hmm. And you got the Haiti and West Indies want to play soccer. You know what? Oh, if y'all can find a video, there are videos with Esau calling Jake on these soccer games nigger all day. And the Jakes break down crying and run off the field.
That was they got videos on that.
Yeah.
I've seen some of that stuff.
I'm like, why would you play this game? I'd be
out.
fighting all day. They'd kill me.
Throwing bananas too.
Shoot. And I'll talk about their mama too. I don't care. If y'all find a video, just show me one.
And just like Deacon Malachi was saying, overseas, they don't hold their quote-unquote racism.
Right.
They call them a black monkey, nigga, all kind of stuff out in the open, in the stands, blasting them.
Right. Oh, so integration, back to what Deacon Malachi said, integration of football actually began around the 1920s and early 1930s. That's when integration, they had 13 black players integrate. Okay. So if y'all find the video, come on, I need y'all to help me out here. Did you find it? Okay, put it up. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. And a white man kissing his head, talking about, don't cry, nigger. Don't cry.
This is a damn shame,
This is
man.
pathetic.
They use the best Canon camera.
And you know Benjamin loves soccer. Benjamin and Levi love this stupid game.
Look,
don't they call that football?
Yes.
That's real football.
Football.
See how sensitive he is?
No, I just saying.
It's all right.
No, I don't play that sport no more, but this is real football. It's not soccer. It's football.
Yeah,
okay.
That thing that you all call football where you run with the ball in your hand, that's handball. That's not football.
Okay. Now look. Disgusting racist monkey chants leave Brazilian soccer player in tears. So in Northern Kingdom. You Northern Kingdom, Brazil, Ephraim, Sin. A lot of y'all like to identify white. When they find out that you ain't full white, you that monkey.
Now, the one Edomite that's rubbing his head.
Kissing his head too.
Rubbing his head, saying it's going to be all right. That's all it takes is one white man to rub his head and say everything is going to be all right. And he won't hear a million people calling the monkey a nigger.
I can't take it. Is there a video with this?
And in some cases be tolerated in 2006. But the reality is, throughout Europe, soccer players of color are often subjected to racist acts and language as they play what is known as the beautiful game overseas. The World Cup, the globe's single largest event, begins Friday on ESPN and ABC. And the joy of cultural celebration is tempered by concerns over controlling racist outbursts. Jeremy Schaap on the beautiful game turned ugly.
Carlos Kameni is from Cameroon in West Africa. He plays goal for the Spanish club team Espanyol, one of the strongest teams in perhaps the strongest league in the world. But even fans in his own stadium shower him with racist slurs and bananas.
When I see a banana on the field, I think, I'm not a monkey, I'm a human. It's hard for those far away to understand. But on one hand, I'm a respected member of the team. And on the other hand, I'm an animal.
We need to separate from these stupid sports. But I know some of y'all, that's some of their livelihood. That's how they make their money. All right, get in and get out. Save your money. Put your money aside and then get out and curse everybody out when you leave.
Hey, Ella, as I tell these brothers, when the scripture say, come out from amongst my people, is different levels. You understand? Because some of you are still taking part in the sports. Some of you are still watching football after you all see what they did to Colin. You're still supporting that crap. That's why I say for some brothers it's different level of faith. Me, I used to like playing football. When I say football, not that crap you're playing up here.
You talk about soccer, we know.
Soccer, with your eye. Football, real football. I used to like playing that, all right? But, you know, I come in the truth, I don't play none of that crap no more. No football, no basketball. I ain't got no time for none of that crap. You know what I mean? I literally stopped dealing with all them sports. Because when we read the scripture, we tell you why the Greeks and them brought the sports, to pull us away from the Most High. And we end up loving sports more than we love the Lord. You understand, so?
They thought sports, they all think that sports is a game of entertainment. Mm-hmm. Sports was a political move. I'm going to say it again. Sports was a political move by the white man to separate us from the one true God. We're going to read that right after this. Right. Some of y'all up in Boston right now got their little cleats ready to play real football. Go! Go!
Bishop, you said something. You were saying that because I know a lot of people are into those areas in this society. If they're paying you those kinds of dollars, have some damn sense to put a little bit, because you know that the road is going to come short. Mm-hmm. You know that at some point your integrity, your manhood, everything is going to get challenged because they're paying you all this money for you to be a professional coon. Right. You should know that when you step into the arena. So you should be like putting your ducks to the side because I know this train going to run out soon.
Yep, save your money, invest
save your money. And soon as you get it, I'm out.
2 Maccabees chapter 4.
Let's just get to the point. Start at verse 13.
Verse 13. Now such was the height of Greek fashions and increase of heathenish manners throughout the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch, and no high priest, that the priests had no courage to serve any more at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hastened to be partakers of the unlawful allowance and the place of exercise after the game of discus called them forth, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desired to be like in all things.
Y'all see that? So that was the purpose of sports, to keep us away from the laws of God. And it worked. It worked. So all the little soccer games you see where they chant, there's one video where they threw banana peels on a soccer field while they're playing. The dude picked up the banana and ate it. You saw that one? And they were called monkey, 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 monkey man. That's what they're doing. And he crying on, and you got black fans all in the audience too. We really are mad. We really need to. This is why Esau don't take us serious about anything. When we complain, They don't take us serious. The nigga will be playing sports tomorrow. He'll take his wife and kids to the game. It's nothing. Sure enough, what do? Take the wife and kids to the football game, to the basketball game. Okay, that's what we do. So no one takes us serious. We don't take ourselves serious. So, yeah, what are you going to say?
Hey, can I show of hands and you'll keep it 100, man? How much of you all been watching football the last couple weeks? Raise your hands up.
Football doesn't come on.
Ain't nobody going to admit that. Look at that. They ain't going.
I ain't talking about soccer. I'm talking about football. Oh, the season end here yet? Okay, basketball. How much of you are watching basketball right now? That's done too? Oh, baseball. How much of you all be watching? Baseball is a corny sport. I don't know. You watching? Boxing? All right. But yo, my point is that when the scriptures say, come out of her, my people, right? Come out of her, my people, and touch not the unclean thing. A lot of times we talk about Christianity. A lot of times we talk about pork, shrimp, and all of these things. But the unclean things go to different levels. All right, the unclean things is talking about the sports too. But we understand some of you all hang up. So we patient. You know what I mean? We patient with a lot of you all. You know, some of you all ain't going to come out, get out of that until Christ return. Christ going to got to let you all know, listen. You know, when Christ come back, let me see any one of you all in the wilderness build a hoop or something or talk about, yo, let's play some basketball or let's play some football or soccer. You know, your head going to get cut off on the quickness. Because in the kingdom, when Christ returning, you all ain't going to be playing no sports. You better sit down and learn how to conquer nations and rule them. That's what you got to learn how to, you know.
I'm going to tell you something. They don't believe. Some of them don't believe. I'm going to tell you how I know our people don't believe what he just said is true. When the year 2000 doctrine was taught that Christ was going to come back the year 2000, brothers got their suitcase and basketballs on the roof waiting for Yahushua to return. Where are you going with the basketball? You playing hoops with Christ? You playing hoops with Yahushua and Michael? They think that's what our people think. Then we're not on the God level or man level. Like he said, talking about taking down nations, strategizing to taking down of nations. Our mind ain't on that. We want to play games. That's what we want. Like it says in Luke, give me that, Luke 7:31. Like it says right here. This is what Christ got on us about. Some of you, I watched it. Here's the new sport. Some of them won't admit they play sports. But I guarantee you there's some 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-olds playing video games. Whoa! Whoa! Sitting and some of them go to the barbershop and play the damn thing.
That thing is crazy because when I was younger, before I came to the truth, I used to play the video games. When you playing the basketball, they do some kind of crazy thing. Boom! You know, them things. Listen, I was addicted to video games when I was young. I used to be there 5-6 hours on the video game, playing video games. You understand? That's why me personally, I'm not bringing no video game in the house for my son, period. He ain't getting none. He got to hide and use the phone and play video games. Because that thing is very addictive. You understand?
Exactly. Where we at?
Luke chapter 7, verse 31.
Is that what I want?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the Lord said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation?
Uh-oh.
And to what are they like?
Here we go.
They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace.
See that, sister? Some of you are married to overgrown boys. Some of you women are married to men described by Christ as children. Always about the video games, the sports. Now you get old, some of you want to get into golf. Take away the golf club, what is it? Walking. That's all it is. It's the dumbest sport I ever seen. I can't wrap my mind around it. It's just dumb.
Hey, let me one more thing. Hey, also you brothers are into bodybuilding. You understand? It's nothing wrong in looking fit. You understand? It's nothing wrong in getting some muscles. Like, you don't be calling me every week like, yo, man, you see my muscles? I'm got muscles.
Who, Jan?
Yeah. Hey, Ella, he got a job where he using a jackhammer.
Oh, that jackhammer's hard to use.
Yeah. So he He'd be like, yeah, man, we see the muscles now.
So let me guess. So you bought a bigger mirror?
Yeah, so he always bragging about his muscles and stuff now. You know, but my point is that it's nothing wrong in being fit. Our forefathers, they never built place of exercise and so forth, but they was fit. You understand? But you brothers that's obsessed with the body exercise, where you obsessed.
You mean these brothers that wear thongs when they go into the gym?
Right.
That's nasty, brothers. That's nasty. But go ahead.
Yeah, you brothers that you all take the injections. You know, you all take the injections, the steroids, and you oil yourself up and kissing your muscles.
Yeah, hey, you know what they
y'all
say?
better not be
They
doing
say,
that, man.
yo, Raheem, can you get this oil and rub my back? Put the oil in my back. That's what y'all be doing.
They're looking at
You
each
know
other.
that's what y'all be doing? Damn. Little lower. The hell is this? Damn.
But all of that come from the Greeks. You understand? That's why when you look at the statues of the Greeks, they was always naked. A man with a discus or a man like that, naked, butt naked. You understand? All of that come from the Greeks. So you brothers that obsessed with your body and working out and getting that perfect body, listen, in the kingdom you're going to have that perfect body, that spiritual body. You understand? Where and no weapons could form against you can go and prosper. So you stop being obsessed with your body. Yes, go. I ain't telling you not to work out. Work out, stay fit. You know, make sure your heart working properly, your body working properly. You understand? But don't be obsessed in going and work out to look like the Terminator. Is that right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
3 hours a day. If you go, you put in like an hour, half an hour, you know, because, and you go and that's one thing, but you there all day like, and you going on, when you're done, you're in the mirror looking at your muscles. You know how they do that thing when they make they chest bump? You know what I mean?
Chest bump. And you could tell when a brother's working out, they buy the tightest clothes to put on. Y'all know who you are. And we made some of you leave camp. Remember that? We used to throw brothers out of camp. Coming in with tight T-shirts and tight pants. Get out of here with that. And then play the song, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Some of y'all crazy.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathanyel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.